What's up, everybody? So this is the CNC Design Limited 200 millimeter coil winder video. This is the basically putting this sucker together. So I received the kit. I do have everything in here except I can't find this particular capacitor, so I'm gonna make sure that I'm not mistaken, or maybe I lost it. That's okay, I probably have some of those somewhere. So these are basically all the parts, and this is my tripod, but all the electronics are in here, and I'm going to be assembling this today. Blank circuit board to start with, a few other more delicate components in there, some resistors and such in here. Oh look, there's already one populated. So anyway, so this is what I'm currently putting together right here, and so I'm actually behind the scenes here. Don't let anybody know I'm behind the scenes, and I just wanted to give you a kind of a quick overview of kind of like, you know, all the stuff here. This is step one, assembling. Yeah, I'm going through this fast. Assembling the circuit board. This is like the back end here, so I don't know if I'm supposed to be showing you this, but I don't think it matters. Then it goes through all these steps, step by step by step by step by step. I mean, a huge amount of information here. And then the third step is the wiring assembly, and then you're good to go. So I kind of wanted to show you that brief overview, just so you guys kind of get a feel of what they've put together for the consumers here, and they've done a good job. This is the software. I'm not going to go into this right now anyway, but there's a bunch of tabs here and stuff that you can do all sorts of fun stuff. So very excited to use this thing, but currently I'm going to be putting this together. So this video is literally going to be time-lapse. Normal hardware. If you didn't see the last video of me unboxing this, I go through each component a little bit more in detail. So if you'd like to watch that, I'll put a link in the description. Slide reel. Alright, well, let's get started. This whole video is going to be time-lapse, like I said, so just sit back and enjoy. I'll probably slap some music on here, maybe. And let's get started. I'm excited. Woohoo! Alright, everybody, so currently have the circuit board all put together. I did not find that one 2.2 microfarad capacitor, so I'm going to have to find one. I've probably got one laying around. Just got to dig it up. But yeah. My soldering jobs aren't too bad, I don't think. I think I do a fairly good job. I didn't solder those up, those are those pre-made boards. The only real problem that I had was getting these in the slots in the standoffs, the DIN rails. I put them in square, but you can see they're slightly angled, so they're just a fraction off, but that's not really a big deal. The only other thing, I originally put these two LEDs that they sent me, I put them in here and soldered them in and then realized that they're supposed to be standing off. That way when you put the box on, and you put the lid on like this, they stand out of the box. So I happen to have some LEDs and I popped some new ones on there. I didn't read instructions well enough. So you've got the connectors on the side here, USB for the interface with the software, the power jack, I believe, and the remote control. I gotta look at what some of these are even for. Nope, that's the power jack. So I'm not 100% sure what that one is yet. Figure it out. Let's see what it says. Oh, it doesn't say. Maybe it's on the top. Okay, auxiliary. That's what it is. DC and USB and speed control, hand speed control. So I'll find that other capacitor and solder it on there, and then we'll start the mechanical assembly. All right. Alright guys, as it states right there, all finished. It's all finished and done. Well, with mechanical assembly, ball screw, slide, tailstock adjuster. The only thing I got to do here really quickly, I guess, is add the chucks. I didn't do that yet, but they just screw on, so we'll do that. Okay, now it's officially all assembled. Time to I checked some alignment here, and it looks as if you can see there's a gap on one side than the other, so I'm going to loosen this bracket. This must be turned a little because this slot's a little sloppy. And if I have to, I'll readjust this. I'll get these all lined up a little better, but it slides and then clamps down. Put your shaft in here and your bobbin or whatever. In my case it will be this little jobby. And winding we go. So now we'll move to the wiring. Still got some work to do. Oh, now I'm getting close. Wired up. Lid is on. Wires are connected. Come out over here. Show you the bottom. Earlier I thought there was some screws that were too long, which were the ones that you see right there. And come to find out, there is a reason for it, and it's because these wire looms holders get connected on there. So the wires just go over to the motors, and that's the only wires on this whole thing, is just the motors. We'll find out how they don't crash, because I really don't know. So we'll find out how this thing actually functions. It's probably a set somewhere, and find some more instructions. So the only thing I had to complain about thus far really is just one thing. And the only thing is, it didn't come with the most important part. Finishing the wire management. zip ties. I recommend you guys include some zip ties. I put one about every, I don't know, 2 inches on my unit here, all the way across the bottom as well. I put zip ties on each one of those points. And I find it very important. Wire management is one of the most important things, and so you did a good job for routing, but man, that's the only thing I recommend. Pitch in a couple of, 50 cents worth of zip ties. It'll make a better wiring management. Anyway, really that's it. And it's just because I'm anal about my wire management. So next up, I'm going to put this little controller together. I may even just do that last. I'm not really in a hurry to put this part together. I do have one extra. I might find a good place for that on the bottom. So yeah, so that's it. That took me roughly, let's see, 4.5. I didn't even start to, so let's say 4 to 4.5 hours to complete. It was nice that this particular unit, this whole assembly was together right here, and this whole assembly was together. That would have taken me another, 20, 30, 40 minutes, maybe even longer because of all the small pieces in here. Don't forget to tighten up your Lovejoy couplings, and we're going to plug it in. We're going to try it out. We're going to see how it works. But it's almost lunchtime, so I'm heading to do that first. I'll finish this before lunch. Let's do that right now. Okay, well there you go. I didn't put the top 2 little screws in just yet, but wasn't so bad. Just tape in there. I didn't have any screws to hold the base plate in, which they don't show to have any anyway. They do. It does fit tight. You can press it in there and it stays. But I put a dab of super glue on those holes. Let it dry and then I'll close it. We'll be ready to test. Alright, it's lunchtime. We'll be testing this thing after lunch here. See what happens. Ah! I lost all the test footage. My computer filled up and quit recording. I was recording it through the live stream. So, I'm going to be doing a total review of this thing once it's functional. Well, I should say once that I do some more testing. I've already done some testing and it seems to work just fine. So I'm going to play around with it some more and create some more footage, and I'll post a whole new video on just a review. And now I'm going to answer the phone. Peace. Thanks, Sean. See you.